Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the program 10. The problem statement for program 10 is we have to store the student database for we have to create a student records and that has to be stored for your database. Okay. The problem statement is clearly mentioned that we have to store our student records in the database. Okay. To do that, what are the things we required for this in the sense? First, we will see. First, what we need to in the sense, we need three things. First, front end. Second, configuration for database and backend. Need backend. Front end as well as you people are know, we are going to use a HTML. For configuration for DB, here why we are going to use this configuration for DB in the sense, suppose whenever you want to connect your database, we should have a root password, username, password, and for which database you need to connect. All those things we need to, or we can store it in the configuration for database. And the backend is used whatever the data you're writing in the front end part that has to be extracted and you have to store it in the database that is going to be used in the backend. The language which we are going to use in the backend is PHP we have used. Okay, once again, I'm repeating. To store the student records in the database, we need three files. One is front end, another one is configuration for database file, another one is backend file. In the front end part, we are going to use the HTML. In the configuration of DB, we are going to use PHP. Why we are going to use this configuration for DB in the sense to connect the database. The data what we are going to store here is username and password and DB name we are going to be storing the configuration of DB. In the backend of PHP, what we are going to do? Extracting of the data from front end part from the front end and sorting we are going to do here, and then we are storing in the DB, the data. These are the three things we have to do. Okay. First, I'm going to show for you front end. Before going to the front end, to do all these things, we should have a server. The server which we are going to use here is XAMPP server. XAMPP server we are going to use. Just you can go for the Chrome. Just you go for the Chrome. Here you can say that XAMPP download for whatever the Windows you have that. Just you can use any one of the things. Either you can use for Apache Friends or apachefriends.org. You can download the particular things. Just I'll show it for you one. Here we have for which one we required for Windows. Then you can download it. Here we have for some Linux and this is for Windows. If you have Windows, you can check it out for which bit you require. And this is for Linux and this is for some OS. Okay. This is about the thing we have. But for my system is Windows, so I have downloaded the Windows. Okay. Now I'm going to show for you a Windows. Now, the first thing is where you have to create the files in this sense. Once you have downloaded your exam folder, server, there will be, when you install, you are going to have a XAMPP folder. You just double click on it. In the exam folder, you are going to have HTTP docs folder. You double click on it. In that, you have to store your whatever the files you are going to run. Okay, if you are running with the server, any program, that file should be located in this particular place. I'll show it here. Just see the path. C XAMPP HT docs. This is what we need to use. Okay, I have, for my clarity purpose, I have used one folder within the HT docs, which is known as DB. Okay, here you can check it out. Config, sorting, and index, where index represents the front end part. Now I will show for you front end part how it should be. Okay, before going to that, first I'll show for you how to start the server. Here, once you install, this is the panel we are going to get. We are going to use Apache server. So just click on it, the start, and then you're going to get your MySQL. Just you need to start your MySQL. Okay, once you start the servers, first we will see how to create your admin part. Click on your admin. You're going to get this window. How to create your new database. You click on your new. Okay, here you need to enter your database name. Example, you think now I'm going to store the student related anything in the sense. I just created student underscore DB. And then you ask for create. Don't press anything, just you click on create. Database is created. Now you have to specify the table name under the student DB. You check the database is created here. In that student underscore DB database, we have to create a table. So I'll make it as a student as a one table name. I'll give it as a 4 columns. Just you can click on go. Once you have done, you have to specify the attributes like name, USN, email, and your contact. And once you have created a name, what it can be the data type, it need to be the text only. So I'll give it as a text. It can't be any varchar. USN, it can be a varchar. So I'll give it as a varchar. Email, so as usual varchar. So I'll give it. Contact number, only it need to have a number. So I'll give it as an int. Once you have given, you need to specify the length. So maximum I'll give 15. USN hardly 10. Email it can be 20. Or contact as usual 10. Don't do anything rest. You just fill only these three attributes and you specify it. Just go down and click on save. Your table is created. That's it. This is what the first thing you have to do. Okay. Next, we will move to your front end part. Before going to the front end part, first I want to show for you a layout or a front end page, how it is going to be look for you. How I'll show it you. If whichever the program you want to run, first you have to give the local host and then your folder. This is my front end part. Okay. Now I'll show the code for you. Just head, title, head, you leave it. Now, earlier we used to use form and just we used to close the tag. Now, what I'm going to do here in the sense, method is equal to post, action is equal to sorting.php we have used. I'll say you later why I have used these two parameters in the form tag. Before that, what I have used here in the table format, I have specified to enter the details. See, in the first row, I have made it as a center, enter the following details. Next, I have created in the TR student ID in the second column. In the second column, first row. This is a first row, first column. This is a second row. Second row, first column, I have specified student ID. Second row, second column, I have specified it as the input text box. Okay, here I have specified ID is equal to SID. Why I have specified ID is equal to SID in the sense, when I want to extract, if I give an input some SAN, I want to extract this SAN input data at the time, this ID will be helping for us to extract the data from that particular text box. student ID, same as it is, input name and everything have done. Then submit value is equal to click. Okay, once the submit button is clicked, what it is going to be happen in the sense, method is equal to post, action is equal to sorting.php. In the sense, it is specifying once you click the button, you have to move to your sorting.php page. Now we will move to your sorting.php page. This is a sorting.php page. In the sorting.php page, first what we are going to do here, we are going to configuring our database. First, we have to configure our database. Okay, now we will see how to configure the database. In the sense, we have to move config.php. This is my config.php page. Here, first, if I want to work on the local server, we have to specify the host name. So I have specified the local host. Okay, for every database, we are going to have, sorry, for every SQL, this we are going to have username and password. So for my system, I have the password is root. I don't have any password, so I kept it as a blank. And I have to specify which database you want to connect. So I have specified the database, for which database you want to connect. All these things, if I want to connect to my server, we have a one function which is known as in the SQL, mysqli underscore connect. For this, we have to pass all the parameters like host name, username, password. That's it. Once it is connected, later what we should do, we have to specify which database you want to connect. To connect to that specific database, we have method mysqli underscore select underscore db. For this, we have to pass two parameters. One is connection. Once the connection is successfully connected, we are saying that just you connect to so and so database. Here, the database is specified as student DB. This student DB is already created. I'll show it here. See, already the student DB is created here. Okay, this is all about your config.php. Once it is done, now the configuration sorting.comes will into the picture. Okay, now we are going to extract the values. $SID is equal to $underscore post ID, where $SID is your local variable, $underscore post ID in the sense where we have used in the index page, in the front end page. Here you can check it out, this ID or name. Okay, here we are extracting based on the name. So we have specified name is equal to name. We are extracting this name. So whenever we want to extract the data which is present in this text box, if I want to extract the data which is entered in this text box, at that time we have to use $_post, this particular name attribute value. For every text box, we have specified an attribute called name. For that name attribute, we have specified one value. We have to extract, we have to use that attribute value to extract that particular text box value. So we have ID, name, CN, and email ID. Next, all these values first I need to insert into the database. For that, what I have done, $SQL is equal to, as usual you have working in this database, the same thing. Insert into student, where student is the table name which is present in the student DB database. You can check it out here, where student DB, under the student DB, I have a student table. This is my student table attributes. ID, name, contact number, and email ID. Okay, once I have done, I have to specify the attributes. Values is equal values. For this values, we have to specify the local variable names. $SID, $name, $PH underscore NU, and $email. Where at the student, after specifying the student table name, we have to specify these attributes which should be equal to your database attributes. Check it out. SID, where SID is capital here. This SID should match with this SID, where N is capital and rest everything is same. Here you can check it out. This should be matched with this. Okay. Must and should, these values should match with your database attributes, where values attribute should match with your local variables which we have used to extract your actual values. Okay, we have specified. Now we have to execute the query. If I want to execute the query, what I should do in the sense, MySQLi underscore query. MySQLi underscore query is used to execute the queries. If I want to execute the query, I want to connect the database. Once I connected, I can execute the query, where $SQL is have a query which is known as insert into the story. Once it is successfully executed, it specifies that successfully added, otherwise it's not. And later we have extracted the data from the database. In the sense, I have specified here before sorting. Later, this is all about to extracting of your data. Next, this wherever we have this, from here to here, we have a selection sort. Till here, we have a selection sort. I have used a selection sort to sort the values based on your SID. Okay, I'm need not to explain for you again the selection sort, as you people are very familiar with that. So I've given the code here. And later that what I have used, after sorting with the selection sort, I have extracted the data from the database. This code is used to extract your data from your database after sorting. Now I will show for you one execution. This is your database, where SID is some around 60. I'll give you. Name is XYZ. I'll give you. Contact number is 1090 something. SAN at the rate of gmail.com. I'll specify. And then I'll click on it. It moves to your now successfully added page, and it shows you something 60 is added here. And later you can check it out here. Rest everything is in the sorted format. Everything is your sorted format. This is all about your program 10. Thank you.